Hey guys, welcome back to All Around Lego, and today we'll be reviewing Lego set 60174. Let's get into it. To start this review off, we'll go over some particulars first. This set was available from January 2018 to the end of 2019, had 663 pieces, and at time of retail costed $90. For the actual set itself, we'll go over minifigures first. One, not really a minifigure, but an animal, and it certainly is treated like a minifigure, is the mountain lion that was included. It looks super nice. It has the blue eyes. The print is all on the nose, which looks really nice, or the front portion with the jaw. It's very well done mold. The ears have the indents, which is very nice. And then it has two different points you can move it at. Tail in the back actually has a bit of detail on it too, which looks super good. And then it has two studs on the back for whatever it wants, and you can position it however you want to. As for the first minifigure, it is a cop pilot. Really nice how they have the lower leg buckles and torso of an aviator with the straps. It looks super nice there. And it still has the badge and the vest, and it's nice how they kind of crumpled it up a bit to show that it's like not a perfect fit, as you can see further back on there. And then the rest of the chest, and then pretty standard face. Glasses have a bit of shine, and then the helmet is also pretty standard. Next up is a motorcyclist. He has a hoodie on, which is super cool. It's got the 3 zippers, or I guess a jacket, and then it has the police logo on it. I think that's super nice. Has a standard head, standard cap, has police on the back, and then just 2 front pockets for the detail. But he also comes with a motorbike helmet for his motorcycle. Looks super nice, fits perfectly. It has the little jaw that comes out, and then it has the head flap. Pretty good minifigure. Next up we have the captain, or police chief I guess. Has the standard ranger hat with the mustache. Pretty cool. He has that kind of like smirk there. Works perfectly for raising his megaphone to make it look like he's talking. This also comes with a pair of handcuffs. His badge is shining. And then he's got his walkie-talkie, his belt, and then a bit of under detail that's a bit hard to see. And then in the back he's got walkie-talkie strapped in his belt, which looks super good. Legs have nothing though. Next up is another police cop. Another lady cop. With this one, it comes with a hat with the hair flowing out in a ponytail. I think that looks super nice. Very well detailed. And you can put it on their face. Just like that. Pretty standard Lego City face. Very rarely do they have new ones now, or especially at the time. Comes with handcuffs. Same pants as the motorbike. Has a zip-on vest with the walkie-talkie up, the badge, and then around the back you got the walkie-talkie and it appears to be a water bottle, which is really nice. It also includes 2 criminals. One is dressed up in a tree log. I know this tree log was introduced with this wave of line. It's super cool that you can just put this on a minifigure as a disguise. As a result, he has 2 faces, one of anger and then one of fear. As for, he can wear this. Well, super nice how it has the little 2 pegs there that can also be held by minifigure hands as if they're transporting it. Really nice how though under it includes the red jacket, pretty standard. Actually looks really well on this minifigure. In the back has a pair of binoculars, but I really like how you can actually see his inmate uniform under it. I think that's really cool. It adds a whole lot of detail. It is kind of unfortunate that it is blocked by the tree, but it has brown pants to match with the tree also. The final minifigure is a crook pilot. pretty standard helmet, pretty standard face. He's also got a crowbar and a interesting shade of green pants, but it's all solid, no detailing. And then another part I like about his torso is the fur coat. Looks super nice how you can see that fur detailing there. And then it traps down into little tight areas, but it's also kind of cool how you can actually see the back of the front of his inmate uniform with even the number of him squeaking in there, which is pretty cool. And then his pilot helmet does look a little funky, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Moving on to the build portions. First off, you got a standard motor bicycle. You can slide it around, put your minifigure on it, clip his hands on, pretty standard. It does have a police logo up there in the front, pretty cool there. Tires and body are just pretty standard, and then it also includes this kickstand so that you can stand it up without having major issues with it, so that's definitely cool. Moving on, you have a police truck that has especially big wheels for the mountainous terrain that it'll be operating in. Super nice how they went above and beyond, Lego of course, to make them jut out is a realistic feature, which I think is super cool to do. For the wheels, looks super nice. I like how they also, the front looks really nice with the, I'm not sure what this piece is called, but it adds like a whole nother meaning to the front grille with it, and I think it looks really well with that. And I'd say you got a couple decals. This opens up, you can put your minifigure in there. You got gauges, a steering wheel, slap that on. Has headlights on the top, and then the flashing police. Also has logos on both sides, and then it has this cart area where it can like store and transport other things. It's super nice how it can do that. Definitely wish there was a spot for like a prison back there. It is nice how you do have the window back there as a rear view mirror detail. It looks really nice, has a lot of potential with that. Next up is this little helipad that's built on a rock. I definitely think it looks super nice how Lego was able to incorporate that and really start getting on the feel of mountainous terrain. It has a ladder underneath with a wooden frame, and then the helipad opens up where you can fit the police helicopter, and if you really wanted to, you could fit the criminal helicopter. Really nice. The H actually looks pretty mediocre. I definitely think they could have extended a bit longer, but however, you can land the plane in two directions, like if they need a quick step down and you wanted to have it more like that instead of that, because that's kind of unrealistic. So you just have them hop in. Very nice. The helicopter actually looks really good. Top fins for the propellers, nothing insane. Kind of interesting how there's no back propeller on this one. Thought it was definitely an interesting portion. However, it does have this glider-esque thing slapped onto the back to help guide it, I guess. Really nice how the tail, though, is otherwise a perfect cylinder. Looks really well and adds a whole lot. Got two police logos slapped on, a couple of headlights, a couple of other lights. Windshield does open up, and inside you have your joystick that the pilot can move. Interesting though when you take this out how you kind of get that bulky-ish feel. It definitely is interesting, especially considering this is a bit thinner. It makes for an interesting helicopter, and I kind of like it like that. Next up is the criminal helicopter. The back fin actually looks really good. I like how it comes up and then fins out, and then this one does have the propeller on the back. Definitely think that looks really cool. This one only has two top blades, but it still spins just fine. It's really nice how they have these pegs on the side for the claw to come in. You got two more sticker decals on either side. Once again, joystick. I do wish they had more of an encapsulating area. It just feels like, you know, you could be flying this in tilt like that and fall out. Definitely think that there should be something there. However, it does create like a criminal type feel to it with the low quality helicopter. Definitely is interesting. And then it's all in red for the bad guys. So, and over here you got a little hideout rockage area with a branch and a tree on top. And then you open it up and you can find some gold in there. It slides in perfectly. It's not studded on, so you can have it flop around and do all that. Interesting hiding spot, but small. It's a solid small little build. And then for the actual area itself, we'll start here. You get this massive inside hangar with even dead space right here. Little area, little tracks, and it's just under the thing. Looks super nice. Has this police sign on it, sticker, and then a light, and it just goes in the front, in the center of everything. Let everyone know. And this little gate opens up so you can actually slide your truck in on there, and it actually fits really well. All the wheels are on these smooth plates, which makes it super nice for it to go in and out however which way you like it to go. I think that's nice. I also think it's cool how has this little barrier to stop the gate from continuing to go like that. I definitely think it's good like that. That's a whole lot. And then in the back you can see a bit of the rockage formation, and then you have this dead area where it has a sign that says keep out, and it shows a kitty with bones for a skull, and that's cool. And you can open up this door, and there's no immediate access. There's just a couple areas of empty space, which I'll show you what that's for in a moment. But it's definitely interesting to put a play feature back here. And looks like I forgot a minifigure. This last minifigure is super nice, how it has the collar stripes, head, and he has a growl face and a like angry face. Pretty cool. Can't believe I forgot that. I left that in there for the speed build end screen, I guess. I don't like though, however, you got these two red bricks that are very visible. I'm not sure what they add to it, but I just don't like the way it looks. It kind of looks unfinished and unprofessional. Next up, you got these very nice rockage at the bottom with the first stair that goes up. Really nice how it all keeps it in tight. I definitely wish that this lower area had a bit more of segregation. It's just rock to straight grass, which is interesting, but it's nice that you got a little bit of foliage growing under here. Looks super nice. Adding a couple rocks and stuff, and then you got these smooth tiles area, which I'll show. And you just slide your mountain line back there, and you can actually see it like that. But if you want it to come out, you just push this Technic pin back here. So probably that's as far as it can go, and bang, comes out. Or you could go for a bit of a slower thing, as if it were actually leaving its den like that. I definitely think that's a really cool feature for kids to have, and it also makes it kind of cool with like a cool shot. I definitely think it looks good from that standpoint. Up here you'll be greeted by a flashlight and a pair of handcuffs and another open spot. I definitely think that's a good detail. A lot of dead space under the staircase, which I think is cool, how it's like showing that not everything's ideal. Over here you only got one rail at the end, because apparently when they get out they like to go jump off or something. I'm not sure. I think it could have been carried at least from here to here, but then you couldn't have your minifigures walk on it, so I know why Lego did that. Really nice though. As for the prison cell, it has this camera right above it. Not sure why it's tilted like that. It should really be pointed like that. But a nice little add-on there. As for the door, it can open up, and then it has this slanted one that can't. A couple of lights around the outside. Inside you got a little bed, a fountain in the back, and then you also got a calendar or picture type thing of a fish. And you can just take your guy, obviously this is a sticker, you can take your guy having a sleep there. But an interesting play feature is that on top it has this weird grill thing, which if you take the helicopter, come over and put it under that, and then you pull up, shoot, it should just come out right with it. So I guess that's a flaw of it. I was testing this earlier and it worked just fine. One sec. So I don't know why it's having issues. Like, before I started filming, just to make sure I got familiar with everything, I was testing and it would come out just fine like this. I had to, you know, kind of undo. But usually you can pull up and take it out, and then he can escape or be attached to this. And then you can just fly away with it. Super cool with that. I don't know why it was having issues. Sorry about that. So you can put that there. That's definitely one of my favorite play features for this. Next you have another staircase that if you're not careful, you'll bang your head on the security camera. But it looks super nice how it's like tucked in there and you can see the rocks behind it. I feel like that'd be really cool. And then up at the top, you got your top area. And then you can also branch off here. Not sure how your minifigures are going to get there, but you can get them on this pretty cool net gun. I guess this is what it was also introduced during this line. Pretty cool. You can push it in and shoot anything that moves. It turns so you can shoot behind, to the right, to the left, whatever. Also has an area for a minifigure and then a control panel right there. I should probably pull it in closer, but I was going to show you that if you just come in here and push it like that, you can catch your minifigures as they're like running away. Pretty cool how that concept works. The net's actually really well done. I think like it has the areas for like the knobs to get stuck and tangled, which is cool. And like it says to like fold it like that and then put it in, but like you can just like shove it in there and you'll get the same effect. Pretty cool though. Definitely was a big fan of that when it came out, and I still think it's a good feature. Up at the top you got railing all around, and they use these brown skeleton legs, and as we all know, brown is the most fragile color, so while I was building it, actually there should be one right there, but that one broke, and then there should also be one right there, but that one also broke. So obviously really unfortunate with that, but it should be there. And then each one of them has like a little step stand here for each window, and all the windows can open up. So feature. Lights, the roof looks really nice, has police on it, so does the door. And then like a little siren here, which I thought was pretty cool. And then at the top, I gotta move this back. I'll just lift you up. You got this rotary radar dish, which can search for transmissions and whatnot. But within the interior, it's actually pretty cool. The roof comes off just like that. And then if we come up here, you can actually see in there, you got a computer with a keyboard. I mean, it has a keyboard. You got a coffee mug, a bit of a calendar, and then if we shift it around a bit, you got a PA system along with a alarm, I mean not alarm clock, like a, it tells the time, no, it's like a radio station and stuff, or something along the lines. And then you got a really nice brick-built coffee machine, which I think is super good. I like it a lot. I really like how it, you know, feels like it could be in an advent calendar. And then you also got a, fish tank with the fish sticker printed on, and the cap in the blue water. Looks really nice, in my opinion, for that. But as for the rest of the set, doesn't have much else to show except for that it's incredibly sturdy. Has these two massive Technic pins on the side. I'm not sure what that's for, but you can just pick it up like this, one-handed, under it. It's really solid from that standpoint. I definitely think it's good for moving around and stuff. It's really nice how they added this though, so that the bricks aren't all so wobbly. Holds them in place like an actual foundation, which is a pretty cool thing in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Be sure to have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time in All Around Lego.